Good evening, everyone. So I am very happy to see you again this evening on the journey of 21 days, understanding inner worlds, creating inner peace. I would like to express my appreciations and gratitude to our great master, Trần Thanh Toàn, who is the father of WIT organizations. I also would like to express my appreciations and gratitude to the precious knowledge that we receive from the master, and also for all of the presence of participants in the Zoom this evening. And I also would like to express my appreciations for the chance that I translate the knowledge from Vietnamese into English. And to start our sharing today, we're going to listen to the sharing from the participants regarding to the lessons, regarding to the knowledge that they apply into the life, and also the enlightenment. Once again, thank you so much. At the moment, we are listening to the sharing from Sister Thảo Thị Trà for the lesson that she learns from the course. And we are very happy to have our teacher, Yang Lu Nhật Anh, is working together with us this evening, sharing with us about the precious knowledge. Yesterday, teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh already shared with us about the first courses in the angle of science that is related to the reference system, formula, root cause of life. And we already know that the root cause of life of a person is in the angles of science that is coming from the mental image that that person is having at the moment in their mind, and what we hear, what we see, what we say, and what we know influence to the mental image that we have. And clear mental image materiality. That is the reason why we have to clarify, make clear about the mental image that we are having about an aspect of life, for example, regarding to the inner worlds, or the health, or the social relationship, or the finance or business. And we going to create the favorable, desirable, and as per our desire, the mental image. Because when we already have that mental image, it will create the reality. And everything starts with the outcomes, which is the mental image in our mind. And when we would like to change the outcomes, or we change the realities of our lives, we come back to change the mental image that we is having. And Sister Thảo Thị Trà, is sharing about her wishes. Her wishes that she would like to create a school where all of the students are living in the remote area be able to come to the school and be able to live there and to study there. And teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh is having Sister Thảo Thị Trà to clarify and make clear about the mental image about the school. And then, for example, Sister Thảo Thị Trà would like to build a school in the area of 200 square meter. And just Teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh sharing that it's not only about the information, about the statistics, but it's about the mental image. Because when we say 200 square meter, it has no meaning. It has no meaning because there's no mental image. That is the reason why it's not stable. And teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh would like to have Sister Thảo teacher to clarify that the mental image is created from what we hear, what we see, what we say, and what we know. That is the reason why we have to come back to accumulate what we hear, what we see, what we say, and what we know as per our desire. And we have to come back to make clear about the benefits and the importance, the reason why Sister Thảo teacher would like to build up that school. When she creates the school, what for? What is the purpose? What is the meanings of the school? We have to be very clear about the benefits, about the meanings, about the purpose when we are glad to do something. For example, Sister Thảo teacher would like to give up a school for the students who is now living in the remote area in the north of Vietnam, to have a school not only stay there to study, but also stay there, also stay inside the school. And then Sister Thảo teacher would like to bring also her parents to live together in the school. Teacher Nhật Anh would like to have Sister Thảo teacher to be very clear in detail about everything. For example, before we begin the school, we have to be very clear about our purpose, about what is the reason why Sister Thảo teacher would like to build the school, and also would like her parents to stay together in school, and then how many students will be staying there, and then what her parents will be doing in the school to support the activity of the school. We have to be very clear about that. When we have clear information about what we are doing, it will help us to maintain and stable and fix the mental image. Because when we have a clear mental image, it will create the reality. And also we have to be very clear about the operations of the school. For example, all of the students to study and live in the school, whether it will it just stay for entire expenses, or they have to pay for their stay. And for example, we have to be very clear about how many rooms are there in the school, and will there be a hold for everyone to gathering, and also when we know that offering other people the views, that is the very high levels of our friends. Once you are friends, to help other people to have the capability, that is medium level, and for the lowest level, that is you offering for the material life. And For example, when we know about that knowledge, first of all, when the people come to us, first of all, we have to help them to raise their inner conditions or to open up their views or, enhance their views. And after that, we wanted to help them to have a tool to raise the values. That is a career. And then after that, we offer about the materials aspects, the material aspect. And that is the way we'll be able to help other people in a meaningful way. And Teacher Yang Le Nhật Anh said that it is very important in the school to have a whole a large room so that every people in the school to be gathering together and have activity. Teacher Yang Le Nhật Anh would like to share about his reality also. He has mentor image about a place where he has the courses, and then we'll have for free, and then everyone when there's lunchtime or the dinner or breakfast gathering to enjoy together. And then when we are enjoying the lunch and the delicious dishes together, we also take that chance to share about the knowledge, share about the lessons, about the dreams, about what we intend to do in the future. And then also we share about our thinkings about the life. And then that room is really, really important. And that is like we added the values for the place or we create for the benefits of other people. So when we are offering, so first of all is that we offering about the money. There is we offering the money. So when we offering the money, is the lowest level of offering money. And then we also have the capability. Capabilities. And then also we have this one is the view. We have people to, to change the views, change the perceptions, change the views, so they change the lives, Teacher Yang Le Nhật Anh would like to remind everyone that when we are talking about the mental image, it's not only about the figure, it's not only about the statistics, but it's also regarding to the mental image that is creating from when we have the purpose, we have the meanings, we have the benefits, the importance of what we are going to create. And then we have the meaningful plan of using our money. And then it will help us to be clear about our mental image. When we have a clear, meaningful plan of using money, it will help us to have a clear mental image. For example, when we are building a new house, for example, then how many bedrooms in the house, how many rooms, and how many what is the interiors facility of that house. And we have to be very clear about all of that details. And then in our place, we also thinking about offerings the views and enhance the inner conditions for the people who are living with us. We open up the courses for the sharing, for the people. And when, the mental image that we have is just, coming from our imaginations with the purpose or the meanings, and then we're not, simple to maintain. And when we be able to maintain and fix the mental image, it's only when we clear about the information, about the benefits, about the importance, about the meanings and the purpose of the projects or of the things that we are creating. And it is very important for us also to fix the mental image, because if we change the mental image, we change the reality, we change the life. So when we already have the mental image, we have to maintain it. We have to fix the mental image. And the focus here is we will focus on the meaning plans of these things, of the money of creating the project, and also the purpose, the objective that related to the things or the projects that we are creating. And Teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to once more time remind us that when a person have a meaningful plans of using the knowledge, and then that's the person will be very simple to increase the knowledge that person is learning. It's just like the image. It's just like the image of a pond. We will have here is a pond. Pond here. This one. So we have here, and we have here. And then this one is the pond. This one is the pond, and there is also here is the water. And then, for example, we have here is the water. This one is the water. If the water comes to the ponds and there is no acid, so the water is stay there is become polluted. So if we be able to just make the acid, it will come out. And we just need to open, this one is open. We have a plan to use the water. Then, when the water comes, it will have, the way to just circulate. For example, regarding to the knowledge, if we not have the plan to use the knowledge in some meaningful ways, so until one time you feel it's really full, and it will not be able to accept any other knowledge. We just, just receive the knowledge without, let it, go out. So if for a person, if she would like to open up the wisdom, so that person has to, open up, have a plan to use of the precious knowledge. we are very clear that, when we study what's root, what is the meanings, what is the plan of using the knowledge. And regarding to the knowledge about the humanity, so everyone in the Zoom, do you agree that this knowledge is very necessary and very important for us to just keep on sharing this knowledge? And, if we just, learning for ourselves, so we're just learning for one person. If we're learning for, millions of people, so we will study for millions of people. For millions of people. For one person. For one person. For one person. For one person, we only learn once point. Learn one point. And, for thousand. For 1,000 person. For 1,000 person. This one learn. Thousand. Learn 1,000 points. And teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh would like to congratulations for Sister Pao Thị Cha, because she already has an intention to, to support and to have many people. And then she already has that meaningful plans of using the money. It will, help her to be simple to fulfill her wishes. Because when we have a meaningful plans of using the money, and because of the benefits of other people, all of the others resources in the society will gather in to support that person. And then when we have the roles, as we have the roles to share about knowledge, for example. So at that time, we be able to have people. We have also the qualifications, and we have also the role to create the values for other people. So first of all, when we would like to, before we learning anything, we also is very important for us to open up the knowledge before we learn. Open the edges. Open the edges. When we open the exit, when we have a meaningful plans of using what we are learning to support and to have for many other people, then, when we receive the knowledge, we're gonna take that knowledge to separate our details and to continue to create the values. continue to create the values. And because of the benefits of other people, we will, create the values and also have a meaningful of using the knowledge. And we focus on the transformations of the people. So congratulations, because when we already receive the precious knowledge of humanity, we have also a plan to suppress and to uproot and to use that language and that knowledge in order to create the values for other people. So congratulations. And teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh would like to take the contest of our sister Thảo teacher, to share about this knowledge, so that everyone in the Zoom, if you come here to study, not only for yourselves, so for a person, so we only learn one part. But if we come here to study for ourselves, for our family, for our organizations, for our community, for our society, for our nation, so we learn not only for ourselves, so we learn thousands, we learn for 1,000 people, we learn for 1,000 persons, and we learn 1,000 points. We learn 1,000 points. And we have a views that, when we receive this precious knowledge, we would like to, to take this knowledge to share with, many other people in order to help him to know and to learn and understand about this knowledge. So Sister Thảo Thị Cha would like to express her appreciations and gratitude for the sharing from teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh. And this is very important when we learn about the knowledge, and then we'll be able to apply the knowledge in our life. Apply the knowledge in our life. And teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh would like to share some knowledge with Sister Thảo Thị Cha in order for her to open up, her and to open up her heart and her mind. And when we create a school, a house, and we gonna to create the values also. We add the immaterial value into the house, into the school, into the house that we are going to build. It's not only for the building, but also for the people who will live in that building, who will live in that building. When we already have a clear mental image, and then after that we have to maintain, to fix the mental image. When we already create the good cause, so gradually we will have the good condition in order to have to attain the desired outcomes. Once again, teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh would like to express his appreciation and gratitude for the sharing from Sister Thảo Thị Cha this evening. It is very important for us, to have a ways to open up the SEs before we doing anything. Before we come into a course, we have a meaningful plan in using the precious knowledge. It's just like we open up the exit. And And to continue to listen to the sharing from the participant in the Zoom this evening, our teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to invite Sister Trang Thủy to share about her lessons. The Sister Trang Thủy would like to say good evening to teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh as well as all other participants in the Zoom, as well as she would like to share about her reality regarding to the knowledge that she received from the programs. And Sister Trang Thủy would like to share with everyone about a story between herself and her friends. And then she would like to share a story of her friends that, and he is facing with some finance problems. And he had the, he had the feelings that he had been a great debt. And when she has a chance to share with him, and then she tell him that instead of seeing that you are creating the debt, it's just that you already you already spend the money for some purpose. And teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to clarify whether what is her friends. And she would like to share about a lesson that she learns when she listening again from the recording of the previous courses. And there is a story between a wife and a husband. And then when we are talking that the husband has problems, so if you have to see that your husband has no problems, and then we have to come back. What is the reality about the husband at the moment is coming from the main image of that the wife is happy about her husband. In order to and then if we would like to create any reality related to the husband, we have to come back to create from within ourselves, because the root cause of life is coming from within a person. And it's when we know that it's coming from ourselves, coming from within oneself, so we have to have that person to come back and to create the mental image that as per the desire. And Sister Trang Thủy also would like to express her desires to become a mentor with K06. And she would like to share that the one of the requirements when joining into the mentor is we have just the money for commitment, that is 10 million Vietnam dong. And her friend would like to transfer the money for the girls to join into the courses. and she would like to share about the lesson that she learned a while ago regarding to when we have a meaningful plan of using the knowledge. That is, we open up the edges of the pond before we receive the water. It's just like, we have a meaningful plans of using the knowledge before we take it into the course. And then she said that she also would like to study in mentor in order to have her friends, also to have many other people to transfer, to create the transformations in life. So she would like to share about this information to everyone, and she will have a strong desire to turn into the mentor K06 to study, to become an expert in training and consulting and training the inner worlds. And for study is not only for ourselves, but for other people. So it's very, meaningful and very help us to learn more effectively. And then teacher Yang Liu Nhật said that, in order to study, we had a requirement that we would send about the commitment money. But we had to, have us full commitments. And then also dedication is learning. That is only the commitments money for the study. After finishing the courses, so the organizations we return that amount of money for the participants. It's just, a deposit money. It's not about the fee of the programs, but that is only the deposits to for your commitments of learning. After you finishing your learning, the money will be returned to you. And Sister Trang Thuy would like to share that even that is only the deposits, that is the commitments money for the learning. However, she would like just, to pay this forward, to share that money with the organizations in order to continue to create the values for other people to join into the programs. Sister Trang Thuy would like to say appreciation and gratitude for teacher Yang Liu Nhật to offer her a chance to share about her story in front of everybody in the Zoom this evening. And Sister Trang Thuy already study about the courses from the course number 10, so it's already more than a year. And even though she already know about the courses and the knowledge for a long time, this is the very first time she share in the front of everyone. And to continue to listen to the sharing from the participant this evening, we're gonna to listen to Brother Trung to share about his lesson. And Brother Chung would like to say good evening to our teacher Yang Liu Nhật An, as well as all of the participants in the Zoom. And his full name is Nguyễn Văn Chung, and at the moment he is living in Kiên Giang province. And he would like to share his feeling when he joined into these courses. He feels that this environment is really like a back to home, and it's really a blessing for him to know about the knowledge as well as to know about the course and to have a chance to study this precious knowledge. And he already feel there are many transformations from the participant in the course. And he said that when he learned about the knowledge, he really would like to take this knowledge to share with his friends. And he really find this is very valuable knowledge, and he would like to for many people to know and to learn this knowledge. Teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh would like to share with Brother Chung that we just focus on the transformations of the people, and we focus on trust. We have a trust in the knowledge that everybody, when learns about this knowledge, they will create the transformation within themselves. And also, we're gonna focus on the light. We got into the light. We apply the principle of light here. And we just, sharing and appreciate about the knowledge. And then teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh would like to share with Brother Chung that until a day, and if that person not learning from the courses at that moment, later on they will study also from many other people when they share about this knowledge. Teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh also share about his story. He also, when learns about this knowledge, he share also for his friends, because he found that this is really a precious knowledge. However, he not attached to what they about he's not attached to that person, the requirement or the demand, the require that other person had to take into the course. But he just teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh just focus on how he be able to transform himself. And when he already transformed himself, he will inspire other people by leading by an example, listening by example. And when he already has the reality about the transformations of himself, so many of his friends will just ask, and then he will share with them. And when we already know that this knowledge is really precious, meaningful, and valuable, so we just keep on sharing, keep on retelling, and keep on repeat, sharing again and again about the knowledge. That is also, we express our appreciations and gratitude to the knowledge that we having, that we receiving from our great master. And then we pay the respect to the knowledge. And then when there is the chance, we take the knowledge to offer for many other people. And we take the precious knowledge. We take the precious knowledge to offer to other people. And then there is also the friends after 5 years, and Mr. Yang Liu Nhật Anh, seeing that friend again, and that is the time he be able to share about the knowledge with his friend. And teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh said that, there is a really, some meaningful courses. So please come to join and to learn about this knowledge. But we don't have any requirements, or we don't have any demand for the dreams of other people. We just, appreciate about the knowledge and appreciate about the benefits when we learn about the knowledge. But there's no attached to the requirements of that person had to change or had to study the knowledge. But we have a strong belief, 100% belief in the precious knowledge. And we just keep on sharing and telling. Because as a human being, understanding about the knowledge of humanity, that is a really crucial and important and necessary, things to do in life. And if that person, if that friend is not, knowing about the courses or the knowledge from us, so maybe also learning from many other people. And we have a strong belief in the knowledge when many other people, they know and to learn about the knowledge, they will create the transformation. They will create the transformation. We have a strong belief that, for the humans, we need to know about the knowledge of humanity. And then we have a strong inner belief that is the meanings of the knowledge. And then we really have a stage that, we really want other people to transform. But, at the same time, we are not requires other people. And then we just, doing our job. That is, we just, appreciate for the precious knowledge that we are having, and we take this knowledge to continue to spread, to continue to appreciate, to continue to share. Whenever we have a chance to share, whenever we have a chance to meet people, and without any requirements or without any demand for the change from other people. Because we understand about the root cause of life, that is coming from ourselves, coming from within us. So there is, if we see other people have problems, so it should be coming from ourselves. And we just come back to work with ourselves. And then we just, see that other people, they have no problems at all. And then just, when they study, they will create the change. And then, we keep the mental image. We have to keep ours in the belief that other people gonna go into be better, transform to be better. And then to continue to listening to the sharing, one more person before we have a short break this evening. And we're gonna listen to the sharing from Sister Huân Duyên. And Sister Huân Duyên would like to express her appreciations and gratitude to her natural connector, that is Miss Hoa, at the moment learning in mental case group 5. And she would like to share about the chance the chance she study and know about our community. Before she learned about the knowledge in this course of K30, she already listened to the recording in K28 and also listening to the sharing from our teacher lay women. And she would like to share about her story. She has a plan to sell her apartments in District 2 in Ho Chi Minh City. And she would like to share with everyone regarding to the knowledge that is the conscious desire and the inner belief. And when she learns about the knowledge that, the inner belief will, decides and makes the reality. And then she has a plan to sell the apartment within 2 months. And then when she has that inner belief, she said that, okay, within 2 months, she will be able to sell her apartments. And then after 2 weeks of, advertisements about the selling of the apartment, there are many people come to see and come to view the apartments, and also to pay the deposits to buy for buyings of the house. And after that, she chose to sell the apartment to another person who is living in the same buildings. And she is glad to share with everyone regarding to the inner belief. When we have a strong inner belief, it will make the reality, makes the reality. And then she already sells the apartments, as she already have in her belief, in her inner belief. And she also would like to sharing about the difference between the modeling and the leading by example. And she would like to transform herself and she be able to leading by example, leading by example. And when she study about the knowledge and she has the change within herself, she received the support from her husband and her mother-in-law, and she already very comfortable and very, have the time to enjoy learning the course, the knowledge. And she would like to share about the journey of, during the journey going to between her workplace and her homes. And there is like a sector bus. And when sitting in the sector bus, she listening to the sharing from the courses. And during that process, she feels that it is very meaningful for her, and that is a very great chance for her to learn about the knowledge. And she would like to also join into to become a mentor K06, to become an expert in consulting and trainings in the world. And once more time, thank you so much for teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh to let sister Duyên Huỳnh to share about her reality and her story. Teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to acknowledge for the presence and sharing from sister Huỳnh Duyên. And she would like to express once again for the appreciations and gratitude for her network connector, Miss Nguyễn, Thị Hạnh Hoa, because when Miss Thị Hạnh Hoa, she received the precious knowledge, she takes the knowledge to share with everyone in the team, and that is the reason why Sister Duyên Huân be able to know about the knowledge as well as to the WIT community, and she already take the chance to study and transform herself. And one more time, she would like to express her deep appreciations and gratitude for her network connector. And she also had another lesson I'd like to share with everybody, is because she feel the very unit and special inner energy vibrations, because the language that we use, that is really unit also. That is the inner energies of appreciations and gratitudes of the compassions, and the inner peace is the peace. Once again, Sister Duyên Huân would like to acknowledge and thank you so much for the chance she share about the lesson that she received. And teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to invite everyone to listen to some music before we continue to share about the precious knowledge this evening.
nâng lên tầng bậc mới này bên cơ đời bên tơ quyết anh em ta bước chung đường, cùng tay trong tay nâng cao cánh sóng ước mơ. Có quyết trong ta ngôi nhà này lớn lên, có quyết trong ta thế giới như bé lời, cùng giàu toàn diện muôn đời bên quyết hồng, cùng giàu toàn diện muôn đời bên quyết hồng.
Từ ngày đến với quyết yêu thương, ta đã nhận ra giá trị cuộc sống.
Biết ơn nhân mệnh của ta đã cho ta biết quyết là nơi đâu.
Nâng tầm nhận thức nội tâm, giúp ta hướng đến bẫy giàu toàn diện.
Tiêu chí ở quyết là đây, ai ơi xin hãy khắc ghi trong lòng.
Cuộc đời chuyển hóa từ đây, ta luôn trân trọng biết ơn nhân mạnh.
Là người biến đổi cùng ta, đưa ta đến với ngôi nhà quyến hồng.
Biết chương bia giàu, quảng bá hình ảnh của nhân mạnh.
Kết nối mối quan hệ xã hội chất lượng cho những mạnh, là cánh ta đối đại và tri ân.
Nhân mạnh của ta với tâm lòng biết ơn, các nhân mạch cùng nhau chung tay xây nhà quyến, giàu toàn diện lan tỏa khắp nhân gian.
Bởi cũng đây là một thực thể sống lớn mạnh từ sự chuyển hóa con người.
Ta được giáo dục tận gốc, nâng cao năng lực trưởng thành và thấu hiểu nội tâm, là nhờ ơn của nhân mạnh.
Lòng đầy tri ân những mạnh của ta,
Lòng đầy tri ân nguyện trở thành nhân mạnh tương lai. Từ ngày đến với quyết yêu thương, ta đã nhận ra giá trị cuộc sống.
biết ơn nhân mệnh của ta đã cho ta biết quyết là nơi đâu.
Nâng tầm nhận thức nội tâm, giúp ta hướng đến bẫy giàu toàn diện.
Tiêu chí ở quyết là đây, ai ơi xin hãy khắc ghi trong lòng.
Cuộc đời rồi chuyển hóa từ đây, ta luôn trân trọng biết ơn nhân mạnh.
Là người kết nối cùng ta, đưa ta đến với ngôi nhà quyến hồng.
Biết chương biết giàu, quảng bá hình ảnh của nhân mạnh.
Kết nối mối quan hệ xã hội chất lượng cho nhân mạnh, là cánh ta đối đại và tri ân.
Nhân mạnh của ta với tâm lòng biết ơn, các nhân mạch cùng nhau chung tay xây nhà Quyến, giàu toàn diện lan tỏa khắp nhân gian.
Bởi cũng đây là một thân thế sống lớn mạnh từ sự chuyển hóa con người.
Ta được giáo dục tận gốc, nâng cao năng lực trưởng thành và thấu hiểu nội tâm, là nhờ ơn của nhân mạnh.
Lòng đầy tri ân nhân mạnh của ta,
Lòng đầy tri ân nguyện trở thành nhân mạnh tương lai. Lòng đầy tri ân,
lòng đầy tri ân
nhân mạnh của ta,
nhân mạnh của ta.
lòng đầy tri ân nguyện trở thành nhân mạnh tương lai. Cha ơi, muốn làm người thành công thì con phải thế nào? Cha ơi, để là người thành công thì có khó không hỡi cha? Con ơi, làm người thành công là người khác thế ở gần. Con ơi, để là người thành công là việc rất giản đơn. Người thành công là người giàu nhân cách. Người thành công mang hy vọng an vui. Người thành công luôn chân thật khiêm tốn. Người thành công mang niềm tin cho đời. Người thành công luôn là người bao dung. Người thành công luôn trân trọng biết ơn. Người thành công mang trí tuệ yêu thương. Người thành công người nhân cách kiện toàn.
làm người thành công, là người khác thì ở gần. Con ơi để là người thành công, là vì dở dang đời. Người thành công là người giàu nhân cách, người thành công mang hy vọng an vui. Người thành công luôn chân thành khiêm tốn. Người thành công mang niềm tin cho đời. Người thành công luôn là người bao dung. Người thành công luôn trân trọng biết ơn. Người thành công mang trí tuệ yêu thương. Người thành công về những cánh kiện toàn.
Người thành công là người giàu nhân cách. Người thành công mang hy vọng an vui. Người thành công luôn chân thành khiêm tốn. Người thành công mang niềm tin cho đời. Người thành công luôn là người bao dung. Người thành công luôn trân trọng biết ơn. Người thành công mang trí tuệ yêu thương. Người thành công người nhân cách kiện toàn. Người thành công người nhân cách kiện toàn.
Bao tháng năm qua thật đẹp, hạnh phúc bên nhau trọn vẹn, chăm sóc yêu thương từng ngày. Cảm ơn em đã đến bên đời.
Em thấy em chưa vẹn toàn, nhưng anh thấy em luôn tuyệt vời. Bao dung với không mong cầu gì, vì yêu thương em muốn tốt lên. Mình trọn thấu yêu nhau, mình chưa đừng nhau, sẽ chia buồn vui lúc thăng trầm.
Khi nhận nhau những điều nhỏ nhặt, làm lớn điều tốt của nhau.
Mình định tâm vào nhau, cùng nhau dẫu toàn diện, cùng hạnh phúc đến suốt cuộc đời.
Trân trọng và biết ơn thật nhiều, mà yêu thương như thuở ban đầu.
Good evening, everyone. After we have a short break, let's move on to the new content this evening with the sharing from our teacher, Giang Lưu Nhật Anh. Thank you so much. And teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to express his appreciations and gratitude, and he acknowledges for the presence of our brother and sister in the Zoom. We are on the 5th days of the journey of 2020, understanding inner worlds, creating inner peace. And teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh received a question from the participant: why we bring the water as the 49 degrees? And there is a sharing from the master regarding to the temperatures of the water that we drink. The 49 degrees Celsius water, we have to protect our sore throat. And yesterday we already understand about the root cause of our lives in the angles of the science, and then the good cause in ourselves in the angles of the science regarding to the knowledge of the formulas root cause of lives, and then the focus of the knowledge is the origins of our lives, the root cause of our lives in the angles of the science is coming from the mental image that we have in our minds, and is coming from within and coming from within the mental image that we have in our minds, and that is the answer for the questions. That's where is the root cause of our lives in the angles of the science. That is coming from the mental image. And today we're going to move on to another angle to understand about the cause of our lives in the angles of religion. And we're going to move on to understand about the good cause of our lives in the angles of the religion. That is the religion. And we will, coming from the angles of the religions in order to understand about the cause of our lives, the cause of our life. And this knowledge is really important knowledge. And also this knowledge is really very special knowledge. And for example, for some participants, for this is the first time you're listening to the knowledge, so maybe it's coming into the circles of knowledge, that is to not know and to not know. Then we just, arise, so just, as peace, and then let's open the hearts and the minds, and then together with the cooperations of sharing of teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh, gradually we will come in back to become to know, from the to not know to coming into the to know. And before we come to the knowledge, there is a term that our teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh would like to share with us, that is about the truth. That is about the truth. That is about the truth. And then according to your points of views, so what is truth? What is truth? According to you, so what is truth? According to you, so what is truth? What is truth? And teacher Yang Liu Nhật Anh would like to listen to the sharing from the participant in the Zoom regarding to the term the truth. The truth. What is the truth? So is that truth mean honest? It's not. So honest is honest, and the truth is the truth. So from the society, when we are talking about the truth, so there are many people, they have a different understanding about the truth. For example, not telling lies, is that a truth? For example, or faithful, or sincere. And we really is grateful for the wise men and for the enlightenment, for the enlightened ones already share with us. So truth is what's not changing through the space and the time. Truth is not means honest or sincere or faithful, but the truth is what's not changing through the times and the space. The truth is not changing through the times and the space. Truth is the what does not change over space and time. Truth is what does not change over space and time. Truth is what does not change over space and time. Truth is what does not change over space and time. So what is truth? What is truth according to you? So what it does not change through the space and the time. So what is that? So what is that? So is there anything that does not change through over space and time? So according to you, so your house, so your house will does your house change over space and time? So we can observe that our house is also changed over space and time. So there is no truth. There's no truth. There's no truth. So similarly to our motorbike, our car, because the car and the motorbike is also changed over space and time. And also our body also changed over space and time. So there's no truth there. There's no truth there. Then regarding to our minds, whether our minds is changing over space and time, our heart, our minds, our heart is also changed. It's also changed. And how about love? How about love? Love also changed over space and time. So there is no truth in love. There's no truth in love. And then what does not change over space and time? The question here is what does not change over space and time? What does not change over space and time? And there is things that does not change over space and time. And we're going to listen to a sharing that's a long time ago. There is the human beings living together with the demons. However, after staying together, there is raising the conflicts, and the human being and the demons will no longer to be able to stay together. Then the demons and the human beings decided one has to leave, and the demons is the one who had to leave the place. And then the demons already gatherings before their leavings, and decided to hide the precious thing of the human beings. And in order to prevent for the leavings, because and then they found that the most precious things of the human beings, that is the truth. because regarding to the precious thing that's the human beings, if they cling on to that precious thing, so they will open up their wisdom. They will attain the inner peace, and all of the goodness will happen to the human beings. And then, in order to revenge for the human beings, so the demons decided to hide the precious things. And then at that time, we'll be able to come back to to conquer again the place. And then, because if the human beings without clinging to that precious thing, so the human being cannot be able to attain the lasting happiness, the inner peace, and also if we cling on to that precious thing, so it's open up the wisdom. So all of the demon gatherings together and to make the final decisions where to hide the precious things of the human being. So there's one suggestion that we let's hide that precious thing in the deep in the depth of the ocean. And then they said that the human beings, they are very smart, so sooner or later they will find that precious thing. Okay, so another suggestion is that let's hide into the highest mountain in the earth. However, there is also the human being will be very smart and will be able to find the precious thing in the highest mountain. And then also there is a suggestions from the lead of the demons, that is, let's hide the precious thing within the human being. The further the human beings go into the external world to looking for that thing, so they will not be able to find. Only when the human being come back to find within themselves, and then there is a hope that that person be able to find again the precious thing. And when they already find the precious thing that does not change over the space and time, it will open up the wisdom and also be able to attain the inner peace and the lasting happiness. And then after all of the final decisions from all of the demons, that they will hide the precious knowledge, the precious thing, hiding from all of the human beings, for the human being. And then we really appreciations and gratitude for the enlightened one, because they already found again that precious thing that is hiding from within earth. And then we and now over thousand years, and now we already know what is that precious thing. And we have the information about us, the precious thing, about what did not change over space and time. And that precious thing, that is the truth. The precious thing, that is the truth. And the truth does not change throughout space and time, over space and time. The change is what did not change. The truth is what does not change over space and time. And then when the human beings, they receive the truth within themselves, so it will help him to open up the wisdom as well as to create the inner peace, and then attain the stage of sufficiency, and then spout and then have the sufficiency about the wisdom within that person. And then today, together with the leadings of our teacher Giang Lưu Nhật Anh, we're going to go to receive the truth that is already get lost for a long time. And today we are very happy to have the information about that precious things. That is the truth which does not change over space and time. And when we know and understand about this, immediately we will activate, we will open up our wisdom and attain the inner peace, and attain the inner peace. And the truth exists within us. And that is also the focus inside everyone. And that is the reference system named human structure, the human structure. And we come back to our human structure to understand. And then after that, we'll be able to manage and to master our own life. We will master our own life. And today, we're going to come back to receive and to know and to learn about this knowledge, the truth. Truth does not which does not change over space and time. And the truth is not coming from our thinking. The truth is not coming from the thinking, from our thoughts. The thoughts is not coming from our thinking, our thoughts. The truth is not coming from the thoughts or the thinking. And then when we learn about this knowledge, so please just, does not think too much, does not think, just know and accept, because it's already exists within ourselves. So we just receive it. We just received it. And as a human beings, this is very meaningful for us to understand about the human structure, And Teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh would like to invite everyone to work along with him to draw about the human structure. And in the middle, so we will write down that is the wheels. In the middle, we have the wheels. The wheels. In the middle, we write the wheels. And then we have the wheel to here. The wheel to here. The wheel to see. The wheel to say. And the wheel to know. The wheel to know. And then discovering by the radiant aura. This one is radiant. The radiant aura. The will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, and covering by the radiant aura. And then we continue to have the admission. We have admission. And then we have imagination. Imagination. And then we have action. We have actions. And then we have conscience. We have conscience. We have conscience. We have conscience, and then we will connect all of this. We connect all of this. We have this one. We have admissions, imaginations, actions, and conscience. Then conscience. And then we have continuous. We have this one is prosperity. Prosperity. We have prosperity. We have beauty. We have beauty. Then we have fame. We have fame. Then we have here is the eating. Eating. And then we have here is the resting. And then we have resting. We have prosperity, buildings, fame, eating, and resting. And then we continue to connect all of this. We connect. We have the resting, eating, fame, prosperity, building, fame, eating, and resting. And then continues, we connect to us. We have the greed. We have the greed. We have anger. We have anger. Then we have delusion. Here is delusion. Delusion. We have delusions, and then we have his arrogance. We have arrogance. Then we have skepticism. Skepticism. And then we have evil. We have evil. And then we have bias. Then we have bias. And then we also connect all of this connected. And then we're gonna have the waves, which is like the waves that is represent for us yin and yang electromagnetics. We're going to have the layers of yin and yang electromagnetics. We have the layers of yin and yang. And then we draw right away to discover. And then we're gonna use the green ones in order to create the yin and yang. The yin and yang. We have the yin and yang. We have the yin and yang. Then continue to draw by the waves. Venus, that is the yin and yang solar that is Venus. And then we continue to have this one is the 84. We're going to have the 84, 80, 84, 84,000, 84,000. Of illusion. Illusion. And then you just draw like a small bubble. The bubble. The bubble. At the bubble. You're gonna have like a bubble here, the small circle. Bubble. And this is the 84,000 bubbles of illusion. Bubble of illusion. And then after that we have another that is the 4 elements body. This one is the 4 elements body. You can write with me the 4 elements. Elements body. Body including the earth. Including the earth. Water. Air. And fire. And our human structure also having that another layers of yin and yang in the drawing like this. Yes. Yes. The yin and yang electromagnetic to cover. Then we have human lungs that are trying just to cover the body. Mhm. Mhm. Then we have the yin and yangs is covered. And then we're going to have the blue one. And this is we call that is the human structure. We call this is human structure. This is the human structure. And we borrow this language from the Buddhism. This reference system is we borrow this knowledge from the knowledge of Buddhism. In order to, explain the root cause of our lives in the angles of the religion. And this is we call the human structure. This is we call the human structure. And this is we call the human structure. This is really a special. This is really a special knowledge. This is really a special knowledge. And when you would like to have some freedom, just draw about the human structure. And then when we draw in the human structures, we might also be enlightenment. Oh, I just forgot to connect. And because this one is the reference system, because this explains all of the things. And when we already finished drawing, so we're gonna to name it. We're gonna to name it. And we also learnings of this in this free angle. And we're gonna to names the human structure in the angle of the three. So we're gonna to name this in the first of all is that's the conventional wisdom. This one is conditional wisdom. Conventional wisdom. conventional wisdoms, and then we have here as the science, and then we have according to the reason. Then we have the reason. The reason. And then just, we will see that. And then according to the conventional wisdom, then we have the wills. This one is also the heart. We have first, and then we have nature. Human nature. Human nature. And then human emotion. All right, so it just like we learn to conventional. We have this one is conventional wisdom. We're gonna do names. This the names of these diagrams, human structure in this triangle, that is the conventional wisdoms. Then we will have the science. And then we have the Buddhism. Buddhism. Then we have here is the heart, nature, and then we have emotion. And in the science, so we're gonna have this one is the truth. We have truth. We have ego, our character. We have characters, and we have here is also emotion. So here is emotion, ego's character, and then we also have here is this one is to be the nature. We have Buddha. We have here Buddha nature. Our true nature. We have true nature, Buddha nature. And then we have sitting. Sitting human nature. Sitting human nature. And then we have sitting human natures, and then we have 84 thousand. 84,000 verbal of illusion. The bird's illusion. And that we have here as the body. We have here is the body. And then we also have here is the body. Body. And then we also have here as the four elements. Four elements. Four element body. Including earth, water, air, and fire. And then let's we look back into the human structure. So the will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know. I repeat again. The will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, covering by the radiance aura. According to the conventional wisdom, we call that is our heart. And in the science, we call that is our truth. And then also we have, that is the Buddha nature or true nature. Buddha nature or true nature. And then after that, we have the three ways of callings: the will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, covering by the radiance aura, and we call that is whether heart, truth, or the Buddha natures are true nature. Buddha natures are true nature, and the truth, the truth is wisdom. That's the not change over space and time. The will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, covering by the radiance aura, does not change over space and time. Does not change over space and time. And then we have the sitting human nature, and it's also we call in conventional wisdom that is the nature. In the science, that is the ego or character. And then Buddhism called the sitting human natures. And then what are these? The sitting human nature. So the sitting human natures here include the admissions, imaginations, actions, conscience. And then we have prosperity, beauty, fame, eating, and resting. And then we have greed, anger, delusions, arrogance, skepticism, evil, and bias. And is covering by the yin and yang electromagnetics. This one is the yin and yang electromagnetic layer. Yin and yang electromagnetic layer. And then after that, we have the emotions. And then we have here is the 84,000 bubbles of illusion. And we call that is the emotions of our human being. The emotions of the human being. And then we also have the body, that is the four elements body according to the Buddhism. According to the Buddhism, that is the four elements body: earth, water, air, fire. And it is just like the image. We can see that after the rain, there is some bubbles, after the rains, and many purple, it will sprout on the surface of the water after the rain. And it's just like, the bubbles. It's just like the emotions of the human being. It's always, have the emotion. And the science already, be able to find out and names 34,000 different types of the emotion. And then until now, still not yet any other people names the emotions of the human beings. But according to the Buddhisms, there are 84,000. There are 84,000 bubbles of the illusion, and that is, is belong to the human emotions. And then we also have the body that is the 4 elements body. The 4 elements body that is included earth, water, air, and fires. And we have here is the 4 elements body: earth, water, air, and fire. That is the 4 elements body. That is the earth, the waters, the air, and the fire. And then we have the body that is, the 4 elements body, including the earth, the water, the air, and the fire. The fire. This is we call the human structure. The human structure. We have here is the human. The human structure. The human structure. And then when we are talking about the human's emotions, it's just like the image of the bubbles after the rain. It's come on the surface of the water. It's just like, when our emotion is just exists in, in the layers of the bubbles. There are various different kinds of the emotions. And, and when we understand about this, there are many people that try to management of the emotions, and we understand that is just the bubbles, and then it just is arose, stay, and then fades away, arising, staying, and then fading away, and then we not be able to management of the emotions. It's very hard for us to manage the emotions because it's just like a bubble. And then it's just arising, and then it's staying, and then it's fading away. It's fading away. It's just like emotion. It's just coming, arising, staying there for a while, and then fading away. Fading away. And then let's we come back here and to see that the will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, that is the hers, that is the truth, and that is the Buddha natures are the true nature. True nature. And then the will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, that's not change over space and time. That does not change over space and time. And then that is we call in the name of the science that is the truth. The truth is, the way to hear, the way to see, the way to say, the way to know, and covering by the radiant aura. Covering by the radiant aura. And we, when we understand about the human structures, so we know that there are 4 layers. In the middle, that is the will to hear, will to see, will to say, will to know, covering by the radiant aura. According to the conventional wisdom, we call that is the heart. And then according to the science, we call that is the truth. And according to the Buddhism, we call that is the Buddha nature or true nature. And then we continue to have another layer that is the 16 human nature, including the admissions, imaginations, actions, conscience, prosperity, beauty, fame, acting, and writing. And then we have greed, anger, delusions, arrogance, skepticism, evil, and bias. Bias and discovering that the yin and yang electromagnetic layer. And then after that, we have the emotions, human emotion, that is the 84,000 bubbles of illusions. And then we have the body, the human body, that is the 4 elements body, the earth, the water, the air, the fire. And to be simplified, so then we will just drawing. We have 4 circles. And we will have here in the middle, that is the truth. We have truth. We have truth, then we have here is the nature. So we have natures, and then we have emotion. We have emotions. Then we have body. Then we have body. We have the truth. We have the nature, and then we have emotions, and then we have the body. Then we have the body. To simplify, so we have the 4 layers. The way to hear, the way to see, the way to say, the way to know. Vocabulary is that around aura, that is the truth. And then we have the nature, human nature. Human nature. Human nature. This one, we can say that is the human nature. Human nature. Human natures, and then we have humans' emotions, and then body. Human nature. To simplify this human structure, so we have 4 layers, the truth, and then human natures, and then emotions, and bodies. Bodies. And then when we are talking about the inner worlds, so what we are talking about? When we are talking about the inner worlds, and then to know the inner worlds. When we are talking about the inner worlds, then you know we are talking about the, when we say our course is understanding inner worlds, creating inner peace. So what is inner worlds? So what is inner worlds? So inner worlds. So we have the inner worlds. Is including the 3 layers, that is the truth, the human natures, and then so we have just 3 layers. This one is inner worlds. We have this one is inner worlds. We have this one is inner worlds. Inner worlds including truth, human natures, and then emotions. This one including truth, then human nature, and then we have emotion. We have emotions. So when we are talking about the inner world, so we have the truth, the human natures, and emotions. The truth, the human natures, and emotions. Our inner worlds, including the truth, human nature, and human emotion. When we understand about the inner worlds, we understand about the truth, about the layer, the truth, about the human natures, and then about emotions. And then a person who master in the words or manage, master. So we're going to go into the master in the words. So we are going to move on to the master in the words. We master in the words. We master in the words. We master in the words. Then we, be active. This one is be active. Be active. And be responsible. And be responsible. Be active and be responsible for the choice from within in order to master external condition. And then we have here, master in the words is that, a person who is master in the words, it means that a person be active and be responsible for the choices of the inner layers in the words in order to manage, in order to master the external conditions. And then we're going to have here is 1, 2 circle, and then we have 3 circle. We have here is truth. We have here is truth. We have here is the human nature. We have human nature, and then we have emotion. And we're gonna to have there as responsibility. That's for the emotions. So we just interact. This one is interact. We have here is we interact in the human's emotions, and then for this one we have analyze. We have analyze. We analyze and then we distinguish. We distinguish. We analyze and we distinguish, and then from the truth, we just accept. We just accept. And regarding to our inner world, so when there are the 3 possibility. There are 3 possibility. You maybe interact with your human emotions, and then you analyze and distinguish with your human nature, or you just simply to accept from the layer of truth. For example, when we listen to one compliments from our friends, so if you ask, oh, why is that friends saying I am really beautiful today, for example, give a compliment. So that is analyze and then distinguish. And then when interact, so we use the inner energies. This one is appreciations and gratitude. This one is appreciation. Appreciation. appreciations and gratitude. Appreciations and gratitudes. Instead, we have here Esther. This one is compassion. This one is compassion. Compassion. And then here we have inner peace. And we are a person who master our inner world. We be active and be responsible for our choices. For those, width of the layers of our inner worlds. With the three inner energies, that is the inner peace, in the layer of truth, and then, in the layers of human nature. So we use the energies of the compassions. And then for the emotions layer, we have the inner energies of appreciations and gratitude. And then when undesirable outcomes happen to us, and then what should we do in that situation? And there are a few people, they share with us that, they feel really hurt about the inner world. So it's not possible for a person who hurting the inner world, because we master our inner world, we master the truth, the layers of truth, we master the layers of human nature, we master the layers of emotions. Whether we interact with our emotions, or we analyze and distinguish with human nature, or we accept with our truth, with the truth, then we be active and be responsible. If we are not using the inner energies of appreciations and gratitude, then we use the inner energies of compassion. If not the energies of compassion, so we use the inner energies of inner peace. And then why we, see some people hurting our inner worlds, we are not be able to hurting our inner worlds, not hurting. And it's not that we hurting, we rather than we master our inner worlds. And for some time, we just access with the layer of truth. And when we already, analyze or distinguish, that's the time we already attached to our human nature. We already, attached to our human nature. Or we attach to our human emotions, we interact with what's happened to us. And that's at that time, for example, someone's, scold at us, shouting at us. So we feel really hurt, but that is not that, because we already interact with our human emotions. That is the reason why we feel hurting. We feel hurting our emotions. We feel hurting our inner worlds. And then we be able to, for example, when there is, some message is coming to attach to our human emotions, there are various, way of we be able to interact with what's happened. But rather than we choose the inner energies of appreciations and gratitude to interact with, rather than, there are various ways for us to interact with our human emotions. For example, get angry, or we are happy, we are, jealousy, and then, just appreciation and gratitude. And also, in some cases, we just, accept with the layer of truth, with the energies of inner peace, we just accept. And regarding to this knowledge, because we understand that the truth is not coming from our thoughts and thinking. So just know and access with the inner peace. And then what is compassion, what is inner peace, what is appreciations and gratitude. So gradually in the coming day, we're going to go into very details for you to understand about this knowledge. And it's not necessary for us to practice. Rather than we just have inner condition regarding to this knowledge. We just have the inner condition regarding to this knowledge. And then after that, we just have the lessons. Just have the lesson. And also in the relationship between the person with another person, maybe we will not work or go along with that person anymore, but we will not attach to the relationship, to that relationship. And then what mental image we are having in our minds, it will create the reality. This will create the reality. And when we have the inner energies of appreciation, gratitude, compassion, inner peace, this is very simple for us to change the mental image that we have in our mind. So we have in our mind. And then when we be able to light up our lives with these inner energies of the appreciations and gratitudes, compassions, inner peace, and we be able to be flexible in applying these three inner energies of appreciations and gratitudes. If you are not using the energies of appreciations and gratitude, so you apply the energies of compassion. If not the compassion, so we move on to the inner peace, and we just continuously and persistently applying these three inner energies in our lives. And then when we have this three inner energy inside us, so we change the mental image, we change the reality. All of the revenge or the resentments already disappear. All is erased. All disappear. And when we have these three inner energies inside us, so our life becomes, simpler, more joyful, more joyful, lighter. And then a person with, flexible in this energies, inner peace, compassion, appreciation, gratitude, especially for the inner peace, it will have us to open up the wisdom. And that is the energies of the inner peace, the energies of the inner peace. We know and understand that regarding to the inner world, so we have the three layer of truth, layers of human nature, and layers of emotion. So we can be able to be flexible. Whether you can interact with the layers of emotions, or you analyze and distinguish with the layers of human's nature, and also you just access with the layer of truth, with the layers of truth. And a person who master their inner world is a person who is active and is responsible for the choices that person make within their inner world in order to master the external environments, the external context. the external circumstances. A person who master their own inner world is a person who is active and who is responsible for the choices that person makes in order to master the external circumstances. And we borrow the namings, the labeling of conventional wisdom in order to simplify the human structure. And we just know. And then we will choose from these three angles of naming the human structure, and then we're gonna to choose. And if we name the human structure according to these three ways: conventional wisdom, science, and Buddhism. And then according to, we gonna to simplify the way we are naming the human structure. So within these three angles, so we gonna to choose which is the most, the most clear. So we gonna to choose the truth here. Then we have here is number second one. To simplify, so we have this one is emotion. And then we have here is for. So we have renaming again the human structure. We have here. We have here, first of all, is truth. First of all is truth. And then we have sitting, human nature. Then we have human emotion. We have human emotions. We have human emotions, and then we have 4 elements body. And then we have 4 elements body. And then we have 4 elements body. And then now it's the time for us to receive the truth. The truth is West does not change. Over space and time. The truth is West does not change. Is that not change? Over space and time. Then the truth here is the will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, covered by the radiance aura. The will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, covered by the radiance aura. The will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, covered by the radiance aura, that is the truth within us. The truth within us. The will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, coverings by the Radha's aura. It's, that is the truth within us. Because the will to hear, will to see, that does not change over space and time. And then the will to see does not change over space and time. Does not change over space and time. And then first of all, hearings as will to hear, will to see does not change over space and time. Okay, so you just close your eyes. When we close our eyes, whether we still can see. When we close our eyes, we still can see. Either we still can see. When we close our eyes, oh, if you see the black color, or you see any other colors, and then now you open up your eyes, you still can see, and then you close your eyes, you still can see. When you just remember anyone, so you close your eyes, you still see that person. You still see that person. And then, when you close your eye, you still can see. And then see the objects that you see is change. That's the will to see that's not change over space and time. So if you close your eyes, you still can see. So coming from what? So that is the will to see. The will to see. And then regarding to the blind, they still can see. They still can see. And the will to see, that's the not change over space and time. Seeing the objects, which objects to see is change. Change. Which objects to see is change. But the will to see, that's the not change over space and time. And then also, for example, you see the colors, you see the different objects. That is, the object to see is change. That's change. Okay, teacher Yang Lin, I'm going to invite everyone to close your eyes. Open. And then when you open up your eyes, then that's in that very moment. That's will to see. That's not change. We always see. We always see. And then just after that moment, and then it's attached to, attached to your human nature. And that seeing that's not, coming from the truth. That's not coming from the layer of truth. That's not coming from the will to see. That's not coming from the will to see. As we always see. And then regarding to hearings. And then teacher Yang Lu asks everyone whether you are hearings. And then we hearings the sounds, we hearings for the voices of the teacher Yang Lu Nhật Anh. And then teacher Nhật Anh, when he stops talking, then we still hear. We hear the silence. We hear the silence. And then when we close also our ears, whether we still hear. When we close our ears, we still hear. And once you close your ear, and we still can hear, the sounds like woo inside your ears. inside your ears. And for some people who are the deaf people, so the deaf people still hear. The deaf still hear. So, we're not hearing from our ears. But, the will to hear. The will to hear is always there. That does not change over space and time. The will to hear is always there. And the will to hear always exists. The will to hear always exists. And that does not change over space and time. Similarly to the will to say, even though you're not talking with other people, but you're still talking to yourself. That is the will to say. And there's the will to know. Like we knows whether this is cold or this is warm. And then the will to hear, will to see, will to say, will to know that exists throughout the over space and time. And then it's just, because of, hearings that's attached to another hearings and attached to the human nature. But for us, regarding to the true nature, the will to hear, the will to see, the will to say, the will to know, coming from the layer of truth, So as this very moments, this is very important moments. Then we're gonna to have, we have here, we have views. We have views. This one is good to hear, good to see, good to say, and good to know. And when there is this one is human nature. If you have there's conditions, you will receive the truth. This one is human nature. So anyone in the Zoom would like to to receive again the truth. So please raise your hand. This one is human emotion. And then there is one message. Yes, we have three. This is the message. The message. And then the teacher Yang Lưu Nhật An has interact with Sister Đào Nguyễn, and he said that, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy?" And then Sister Đào Nguyễn smiling. So that's already attached to the human emotions. If if anyone who listens to the message that are you mad? Are you crazy? And if you is attached to your human natures, and then you come to the, to distinguish and analyze. Why you say so? Why you tell me that I am mad? I am crazy. And if it's not coming from the layer of truth, from the will to hear, will to see, will to say, and will to know, from the layers of truth, and in that very moment, you just know to hear, know to see, know to hear, know to see, know to hear, know to see. At that moment, we just know to hear, know to see. If you just know to hear and know to see, so without any attachment to your human natures and your human emotion, and then we just at that moments, we just know to hear, know to see. And then the stage of there is the stage of our in our inner worlds, that is the inner emptiness, the inner emptiness. So are you crazy? So this one is crazy. The message is crazy. If at that very moment, we just know to hear, know to see, know to hear. As immediately, so we will detach from the layer of truth to the layers of human natures and human emotions. We just detach. So we had no thinking. We had no thinking about that. And the stage that know to hear, know to see, and that stage is the stage of inner emptiness. The inner emptiness. We have here is the inner emptiness. We have inner. We have the inner. We have inner emptiness. We have inner emptiness. So teacher Nhật Anh would like to ask everyone, do you see teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh? Then you know to see? Whether you know to see? So do you see a handsome Mr. Nhật Anh? Teacher Yang Lưu Nhật Anh is so handsome. So if anyone say yes or say no, it's just know to see. Just know to see. And know to hear and know to see. And then we receive the stage of inner emptiness. The stage of inner emptiness. If you say yes or say no, you already attached to your human nature. You already analyze and you already distinguish. Anyone's be able to just know to hear, know to see, without any thinkings or thoughts. We be able to you will be able to create the stage of inner emptiness. Just know to hear and know to see. Know to hear, know to see. And also we just have the stage of inner emptiness without any thoughts, any thinking. We know that we are seeing, we know that we are hearing. We know to hear, know to see, we know that we are hearing, we know that we are seeing. So congratulations, in that very moment, we already activate the stage of inner emptiness. inner emptiness. If anyone will be able to activate the stage of inner emptiness, if you receive the truth, so congratulations. If anyone else still does not receive, because of we think so much, so it's just, just know that, just accept. Don't try to think. I'm trying to think because the truth is not coming from our thoughts, our thinking. And that is the stage of inner emptiness. And it's just in that very moment, in that very moment. And then after that, it will come back to attach to the human natures and human emotions. And the inner emptiness is in that very moment when we know that we are hearing, we know that we are seeing. Without attached to the human natures and human emotion. It's coming from the layers of truth. It's coming from the layer of truth. And the wise men already shared with us, a sayings that is, the will to hear, the will to see is just like the bag. That's bring everyone to the shore of inner peace. And there is, and there is like, in that very moment, in the stage of in the emptiness. So just the stage of, in that very moment, we have stage of inner peace. Inner peace. So inner peace. Inner peace. Inner peace. And this one is inner emptiness. This one is inner empty. Emptiness. And this one is C. This one is hear and see. Hear and see. Hear and see. And then the formulas of inner peace, that is, the formulas into inner peace, know, to hear, know to hear, know to see, know to see, know to see, know to see. Know to see. Know to hear, know to see, know to say, know to know. Then going to have the when will they be able to increase the inner intimacy? So you are using the truth. This one is truth. 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 Then we have here is inner intimacy. Intimacy. And we have here peace. We have this inner peace. Alright, so just draw again. So just draw again. This side of that. This is means this one is the inner emptiness. We are hearing from the sharings from Mr. Kim, Brother Kim. Then we have here is views. Need to hear, need to see, need to see, and need to know. We have here, then we have let's me draw it. Let's me draw it. One. Then when anything happens to us, first of all, so we just accept, we just know and accept. Then we just activate the inner intimacy. This one is inner peace. Anything happens, we just know and we just accept. We just accept. And here we have the inner peace. Inner emptiness. And just where to hear and where to see. This one is here. Hear and see. Hence we have here is here. way to hear, way to see, way to say, way to yes, we have. Just that. So we just have to and then also so in some situations there are many very urgent things happen, but at that time you just you activate the inner emptiness. And that is the different stage that you when facing with some very undesirable circumstances. So that is attached to the human's emotions. Means this. Then we have this one is inner peace. Inner peace. When a person who has the merits, so it's very easy, simple for them to do that. So we have here. Yes, we have here is the will to hear, will to see, will to say, and will to know. So we have really from the emotion, and then in the coming time, so we will continue to understand about the three energies of inner peace, compassion, appreciation, and gratitude. So one is human natures. Then we have human emotions. Human emotions. And then we have here is the message. This one is the message. This one is crazy. Crazy. We just need to receive again the truth and also the inner emptiness. and that is the stage of inner peace. Just draw in one more time. This line is inner peace. Inner peace. Yes. Thank you so much. So today we are to learn about the human structure, how to draw, and how to name it. Then we have here is the wheel. Here to here. Here to see. Here to say. And here to know. This one is human nature. And here is the message. Beautiful. This is the formulas of humans in order for us to create the inner peace. That is, we know to hear, we know to see, and know to say, and know to know. Once again, thank you so much for everyone for the present, and I would like to express my appreciations and gratitude to our teacher Yan with Anna who shared with us about this precious knowledge about the human structure. Thank you so much. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye.